Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back, and today we have spontaneous teamwork. One of those things you'll love to see in the game, and you rarely do. I think we have a decent example of that. I am in my Selma. We are here on the Scouter's Paradise of Malinovka, but there's a lot of scouts involved. We have a 4-3-2, two Selmas on our side, and they have a LPZ and two Selmas on their side. So I don't think I'm going to go jump into the standard bush. Anyway, the LT432 is in there, and we'll see if he gets anything out of that. I am going to be a little sneakier, only just barely. Well, it turns out I wasn't very sneaky, but we'll get to that in just a minute. And go use kind of this middle bush. Now, I'll show you the one I'm going to here in just a minute. We got a WZ-120 right there. Come up over top. This is a really big light tank, so it's hard to use this spot, so maybe not the most fantastic positioning. And in addition to that, a lot of times you'll come up to this bush and you'll be face to face with another scout trying to do the same thing. So I'm just going to take a peek and see. I'm worried I might have been spotted by the WZ, but he doesn't see me. That was not my spot, by the way. I believe the 432 saw him. And now we're just going to try to work our way in here. I got a little worried I might be seen by the Nurgle, but I didn't. Okay, great. So let's just get in here, and oh boy, here comes the other Selma. He gets lit. I may have to shoot him if he comes at me, but he doesn't. He bails out of that because he's spotted. And I would imagine now that a number of the enemy team know exactly that there is somebody in this bush. They're probably suspicious of this spot. You see the WZ repositioning. We'll talk about him in a minute. We're not going to shoot, though. That would be silly. And so far, we haven't got any assists out of this. You're really relying on artillery and maybe some snipers from the back to do anything. The guys way in the back, the WZ, etc., they're out of the draw range of anybody. The LPZ guy knows there's a scout nearby, so he bails out of that. Again, I don't want to shoot him because I'll take aggro pretty quickly, and we've got some guys going up the hill. So not bad in terms of scouting. We've got the 432. He's got that spot locked down. I think our other Selma is back here on that promontory, so we're in pretty good shape. Now look, watch the WZ right there. He got spotted. Now he's not a very good player, but he actually makes a really smart move here. It turns out, at least for the next couple minutes, he's going to be a better player than me. We'll get to that when it happens, but sometimes you just, you're bullheaded, guys. Sometimes you're just bullheaded and you just do stupid things. Talking about me in this case, but hold on, we'll get there. Looks like the heavies are doing okay up top. I'm not overly worried about it. The Selma is moving around. He's lit again. He probably knows something's up. Right? If you're a light tank and you're that far back, somebody's probably in this bush, more than likely. So I'm just kind of looking around, fat, dumb, and happy. They're pushing a significant amount of guys up the hill. And I'm starting to see here pretty quickly our guys are going to start losing the fight up there. Got a SU over there. Don't have a shot on him, so we'll ignore that. The other light gets up there. Come on, baby, give me some assist. Looks like I got... All right, so look at the WZ. He's looking at me. Boom. I was tracked. I let it repair, and I'm like, oh, sure. There's no way he's going to shoot me again, right? He goes dark. He won't shoot me again. He was lucky. Doesn't really know what he's doing. He's not... All right, see that little spit of land behind me right there? We've talked about this multiple times. He shot in there, did not see the shell hit behind. Like I said, not a really great player, but in that case, he was much better than me. Nicely done by him. 2 shots. One okay. Second one I should not have taken. And then he lights me, right? He gets just close enough, and now I've got to bail out of here. I don't want to get shot from behind. And I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, I need to get up top and go help the guys up there. So we killed 2 of their Selmas. That was helpful. Come back around this way. I say, okay, well, let's not go up there yet. And then it's starting to be a little late, guys. I'm a little late on maybe getting up there and bringing my gun into the hill. And the hill is looking like it's in big trouble. We killed their Su-130. Now we do have a push going on down in the south, and I'm of 2 minds of that. I'm happy for it because it should peel some guys off of the top, hopefully. Fortunately, there goes the T-44, and there goes the KV-5. This is where I thought I might go up the hill and help, but you will notice the hit points of our hill guys start disappearing. There's only 2 tanks up there. And they've got some good hit points. So there's not really a tank up there, enemy tank, that I can see so far that I can jump up and eliminate. There's just too many hit points. And I took those 2 shots like a Muppet earlier. So I've really limited my ability to do a strafing run. And they've got 3 tanks to our 1 now. We just lost the BZ-68. So now I've got to get out of there. That is not going to work. So late for me to assess that I might be able to get there and help. And to be honest, even if there were a couple tanks up there, there was just so many hit points. Look how many more are piling up there. There's the char, so none of that would have worked. So we're going to bail out of it, come back here, and I am just going to hope, knock down a tree first, that maybe somebody will come back here. The artillery can maybe take a couple chunks. I'm going to have to fall back pretty quickly. I think if they all came boiling off of that hill, I don't really have any support. I think the 416 actually comes back here and starts helping me, and the Vipera maybe as well as repositioning. The T-95 that pushed down the south, as we noted, is not doing a fantastic job. The T-95 actually gets a couple kills in here, so he does some good work dealing with these guys. He wants to, I think he kills at least 1. Someone's telling him to fall back, but he can't go across that open field. So the question becomes, are we going to get the charge down the hill of what's left up there, or are they peeling back and going back to handle the T-95, or do we have a little bit of both? So they're swarming on the T-95. I think T-95 actually gets the WZ dead. Maybe even both of them with support from the Vipera. I don't know what the standard B is doing back there. So the object is backing me up. He's gonna act the part of a TD right now. Let's see how that works. I'm starting to okay, what am I going to do here? Do I want to run down to the south and help those guys? Standard B sort of going over there. The T-95 is still fighting the good fight. Kind of watch what goes on there. I'm starting to feel like the enemy team did not stay on the hill. Like most of them went back down to the south, is what it feels like. I cry about wind thrown away. The T-95 and the Standard kill 2 of their tanks, and then the Cobra kills the T-95. So at least I know the Cobra's down in the south somewhere. So that was not bad. Standard B, I don't know what he was doing the whole game, but he did flex down there. So maybe he was not spawned in. Maybe he was AFK for a while, but now he's playing. So he at least did something, and then he drowns. I don't know. I'm not sure what the Standard B was all about. He was camping in the back for a while, maybe AFK. Looked like maybe he hadn't spawned in. Then he ran over there, and he actually got a kill, I think, right? Standard, yeah, 2 kills, and then he drowns. So I don't know. So the enemy team starts coming off the hill. I get a couple shots in there. I'm glad I didn't get lit, so I was smart enough to get just far enough back. He sort of stops. We'll come on up here, get him lit again. Nope, now there's a CC. I think the 416 gets him. Nice. 416 gets him dead. So a little teamwork, right? A little bit of spontaneous, finally sort of getting things together here. An object, myself, and the Vipera. Joker 2 from Clan Nuke, and we got these 416 Artem Inho. Don't know if those are anonymous names or not. And we have an artillery. So I know where the TNH is. Kind of surprised he's not going to go off the hill and head down low. There's the Cobra. All right, so now the Cobra's trolling around. I can't shoot right now because I'll get spotted. So we'll just keep him lit because I know that the Vipera has shots on him. Like, come on, Vipera, get him. Artillery goes out. I think the Vipera was seen. So we have the Emil up there. We got the Cobra, and we have the TNH. That 416 has some pretty good pen, especially with its gold round. Looks like he's also blind shooting into where the object is shooting him from, so he's smart enough to do that. I'm not sure he's hitting. That's why I'm checking back and forth, and check it out. Vipera killed the Cobra, and the 416 kills the Emil, and all of a sudden we're in great shape, and now here comes the Char Futur. He's pushing in. So I'm going to flex down here. The TNH, let him do his thing up there. Let's come down here. No need. Vipera shuts him down. Nicely done. And some more teamwork starts to happen. 2,273 assists and 49 damage. All right, so what do we do? Do I push up against the TNH? I don't think so, because he's got the 2-shot. Could be cyclical, but even the cyclical, he's close to 1-shot. I'm not quite 400 something alpha, I think, but definitely 2 barrels or 2 shots from the autoloader, and I'm done. And then there's the artillery X Factor. So I don't want to go up the hill because I can't really get to him without him getting 1, probably 2 shots, maybe even 3, depending on when he sees me. Plus the artillery. I don't think that's a factor. 416 and I could have gone together potentially, but let's leave him up there. I don't think there's any reason to go engage the TNH right now. We have a Vipera sent down to cap. So my thought is I'm going to come around this way and either try to find the artillery or maybe jump on the cap. So T95 says get arty. That's in the back of my mind, but it's not my primary purpose. I'm going this way. And about here, I think I will type something in, because I'm sort of watching these guys. I'm kind of clicking up there thinking, hey, Vipera 416, go take this guy on. But now I'm kind of noticing what the Vipera and the 416 are doing. So I believe I'll type in here. Coming up here, I think maybe I'm doing it now. There you go. Okay, got it. You guys cap. I'm like, all right, cool. You're following me. That's fine. Even if the TNH pushes onto the cap, we could flex back, no problem. We got some nice speed. And I was initially going to go up along the 0 column, kind of go over there and go up the 0 column and find the artillery. But think about how long I've been traveling, and it's been a while since I've seen the TNH. He might have started headed back around and come down from the north to the south. So I don't really want to push up through there and get killed by him and the artillery and then leave everything to the 416 and the Vipera, especially when I can use my scout's strength of decent camo, especially for what we have left here with the TNH and a 155-51. I got really good camo compared to those guys. Why don't I just screen? And I think I can screen from these bushes right here. So I've got CVS, I've got optics. I'll just get into these bushes and I will capture or catch these guys. Looks like their artillery fired into that spot right there for some random reason. Probably because that's where the 416 was, and he may have knocked down trees there. That is kind of the standard place for snipers to sit. Here they come. They're going to get on cap. I'm going to screen if the VZ comes down this way or the artillery pushes forward and looks for a shot. Check this out. The arty actually gets lucky right here, I believe. He's going to take a shot. Look at that. So he reset. Now I'm going to type in, because now I'm like, uh-oh, is somehow the TNH close? So I'll type in, are you spotted? Because if they're spotted, that means the TNH has somehow got close and I haven't seen them, and I'm going to go at these bushes somehow, right? I'll come blitzing out of here. I'll push in this general direction right here and ideally find this guy before he kills me. I probably will die, but at least I'll give these dudes some SA on where he is, find him, and maybe they can kill him. So I say, all right, dudes, are you spotted? Because, again, we're waiting for the reload of the artillery, and that the time to win of 21 seconds is getting kind of close to his reload, right? So if they're still spotted, I'm worried that they're going to get reset again. And I think he's going to type in, neither are, nah. Okay, there you go. Now the BZ68 is saying go LT. I'm like, there's no reason to. There's no reason for me to go. If they don't see them now, they're going to have to get closer, which means I am more than likely going to spot them as they push in from this screening position. So I'm not worried in any way. And if the TNH does show up, I'll just get him spotted, and we've got a 416 and a Vipera as they start whacking him. And even if he takes a shot at one of these guys, then I'll push out of the bush, and whatever hit points he has less, because he is low hit points, I'll gun him down and probably find the artillery pretty quickly. But that's not going to be a factor, because I don't know where the TNH went. He may have pushed into the backfield. TS54, he's correct. No, it's GG at this point. Let's just win this thing. You got to love it. Spontaneous teamwork happening. Shout out to the 416, Old Artem, and Joker 2, the Vipera, and the artillery as well. Because check it out, my friends. We have a smart artillery who crossed with us. You got to love that. You got to love it. So if the TNH did go arty hunting, he was frustrated and did not find our M4043 because that guy was smart enough to come down this way. And even if one or two of those guys got on cap, we are close enough and speedy enough, we would get back. And with artillery to reset, I mean, we're just in a great situation. The 4043, he could lob a shot. We have fast tanks and get across. Everything about this is working out very nicely with a little bit of spontaneous teamwork, and that, you gotta love it. Doesn't happen a lot in World of Tanks, but when it does restore your it does restore your faith a little bit in the skill and gameplay of the average pub player in World of Tanks. That's me. I'm an average pub player. Whatever. You guys have a great one. Let me know what you think about all this down below. See ya.